Yeah, what's up, guys? This is another episode of Critical Jazz Podcast with Zed. Yeah, we are back again to deliver to you something that is developmental, something that's fun at the same time, with lessons to pick. And I encourage you to subscribe, tell a friend. Yeah, so far the subs are good. I want to thank you for that. And the feedback in the comment section is it and I appreciate. Yeah, today I'm joined by two great people. I don't know, according to what you're going to judge as if, I want to say maybe they're aspiring politicians because their interest in geopolitics is way above their age. they're going to they're going to scrutinize, they're going to criticize, they're going to what? They're going to operate. is it the right word to say? Yeah, they're going to do something like that. We're going to talk about Venezuela, we're going to talk about Greenland, Trump, we're going to talk about Africa. Yeah, it's going to be a series. It has begun today, but they'll be coming back. Day in, day out. Yeah, they'll be coming back. And the gentleman is Job and Raju, aka Netanyahu. we like calling him Netanyahu, but he doesn't like it, but he has nothing to do. We call him Netanyahu basically because he hates Netanyahu. He'll be telling us why he hates Netanyahu. So I want to give them a second, one or two, to tell us anything, to tell you guys anything they'd like you to know about them. Maybe what I've not said. So I'll start from Job, then I'll go to Raju. Yeah, Job.
Yes, thank you so much, guys. Welcome back again to this another episode. Today is a wonderful day, and we are here to discuss a lot on our current affairs, geopolitics, and all that. So, thank you so much for joining.
Yeah. And Raju, aka Netanyahu.
Thank you so much. The AKA Netanyahu. I have nothing to do with it, but I can just simply introduce myself since this is my first podcast. I'm Raju Swed, a student of Marwadi doing civil engineering. That's all. Simply like that.
That is the big man for you. And we always start off like to break the ice, to get into the moment. We always start with the would you rather questions, some kind of game. Yeah. I think you've been following up there. Yeah, so the would you rather questions, it is kind of a question. I'm going to ask this gentleman. I'm going to pose a question with objectives A or B. Then they'll have to pick. Everyone will have his own question. You pick either A or B and explain why. If you don't want, it's not a must. It's not like America is going to arrest you. It's like Israel is going to come for you. So if you're okay with not explaining, it's fine also. So I'm going to start with Netanyahu. Sir Netanyahu, would you rather have to use chopsticks every day for the rest of your life or use a fork?
I'd rather use a fork.
Why?
I've never used chopsticks. Then how would I use it?
Try something new.
I can try it once, but I think I'm kind of comfortable with the fork than the chopsticks.
Alright, so Job, would you rather have to write everything you say out by hand or only be able to speak in rhymes?
I love writing, so I would rather use my hand. So speaking in rhymes, I don't know. It can drain physically. So personally, I would like to write. I love writing. Yeah.
Right, that was the icebreaker for you. And right about now, you're diving into the deep geopolitics. Yeah, as I said, with me are upcoming politicians, and we're going to start from the Venezuela effect. Like, we're going to talk about what has happened. Everyone knows what has happened, but we're going to give you a glimpse of what happened to keep you in touch. We are going to talk about the effects, what they think. They give us their analysis, they give us their facts. I want to believe in them that they won't tell lies. And we shall talk about the neo-colonialism in Africa. We're going to talk about what is happening in Sudan. We shall talk about partly what is happening in Tanzania. We shall talk about the elections in Uganda. Yeah, we're going to talk about elections in Uganda. That is a must. I mean, we're all Ugandans, so it's part of us. We can't run away from it. And I want to start from Job. So Job, first tell us, when you saw what happened in Venezuela,
Yes.
did it change the way you saw America? Because some people say that Russia, China, I hear Iran, the untouchables, and so if they support you, America will quake, something like that. Because we see Venezuela was so much attached to Russia, China, Iran.
Yes.
But despite the I hear flags that were there, despite the advanced equipment that was given to them, America was able to get whatever it got, like arrest their president. Yes. Well, what is your take on it?
Yes. So the U.S. Groundbreaking operation in Venezuela it was after a long time that the U.S. carried such an operation since the Cold War. So this was a mass operation which came. It wasn't abrupt. It had already been planned, and people termed it as Operation Absolute Resolve. So basically, I don't really see what US did to capture the president of Venezuela, the former president, because there is an interim right now. I don't really see it as something. The capturing the president, Nicolas Maduro. I don't really see it as something which is which the US. I mean, which you can see the US negative about it, because we really see that Venezuela has been going through a lot of there's been a lot of distractions economically, inflation, dictatorship, and narco-terror. There's something they call narco-terrorism, drug trafficking, and all that. So this guy's government has really been so negative. And some people talked about oil, the oil issue. I feel like Venezuela has the biggest, it has the biggest oil reserve in the world. I think around 300 billion plus oil barrels, but it has rubbish oil. So I don't really see that as a reason for the US to attack.
So according to the way you say things, you really support America 100%.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
That's your take. So I'm going to go to Raju, aka Netanyahu. What is your take? Do you really support the US? Was it lawful? What does it show?
Lawful? I can say it was not lawful because according to international laws, you're not allowed to capture the head of state of a country. And since the Cold War, it has not happened once, though it was not a shock. They had to do it. It was not a shock. I was not surprised that they captured the classify him as the former president of Venezuela.
When you said they had to do it,
they had to do it.
Was it the only way out to handle this issue?
That was not the only way out.
So it means they didn't have to do it.
At times they had to do it because they had a talk with Nicolas himself, a 10-minute talk with the president of the United States.
Okay.
So we don't know what they went into a conclusion, but after the talk, I think after like 4 hours, then they captured him and was taken to the United States.
According to all this that we are seeing, going on internationally, I want to ask a question. Do you feel like US is the law? Do you feel like US is the, how should I call it?
Yes,
it's
the master.
It's the master.
No, so the thing is, the UN has a policy, right? The UN has a policy of responsibility to protect. So if someone has something which is better than you and for example, if you're maybe lacking some other stuff, someone has something that can help you with, and has the ability to help you with. The UN released a law in 2005. That act is called the Responsibility to Protect. So what the US say, the most powerful country in the world, like powerful economy in the world. So it has the chance whereby any sensible leader can take that opportunity to protect a nation. For example, like Venezuela, who is undergoing a lot of economic, social, political issues and all that. So yes, my answer is yes. And about he said something about something about it's not the first time. Yes, we have been seeing also issues, but I feel like the US is still the master. Still the master. So now, okay.
That's why I said it's not the first time.
As of now. So and the effect of that after the capture of Maduro, later on we see the US Army capturing, seizing a tank of oil.
Yes.
Russian
That
tank.
apparently belonged to Russia.
Yeah.
So and after that we see Trump claiming that either peacefully or not peaceful, they're going to take over Greenland. I don't know. Have you guys read about it?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So you can give us some sort of information so we can talk about it in detail.
I think I have to first disagree with this, saying that the US has a mandate to go and save any country from the oppression or the whatever called, because in 2003 they invaded Iraq, and now it has never been the same. Though I don't say that Saddam Hussein was a good person or a good leader to the Iraqis, but they invaded Iraq and killed many people. But it was not, yes, it gave a positive impact, but the most of it was negative. So they never saved it. And for Venezuela, it was they first came with the saying that it's a narco state. But after the capture, there was nothing like selling of drugs and whatever. They just went straight to oil. And of recent, he said that they have been given the mandate of selling 50 million barrels of oil, crude oil, and it's the whole divide, of which those 50 million barrels are approximated to be net worth of $2.95 trillion. So that's some kind of dictatorship. Though right now we think there's nothing like international laws. That's direct dictatorship.
Is it right dictatorship?
There's nothing like right dictatorship. Right dictatorship is wrong in any way.
Okay.
So there's nothing
But
like right
it's bad.
dictatorship. It's bad.
Okay.
Though they saved them from some other circumstances because they had been in sections for quite a long time.
Okay. So we go to the Greenland saga. Where do you think Trump is dying to get Greenland?
For the Greenland saga, there are many reasons. Because before that, he first died with Panama, which was successful when he just entered into power. Of which the Panama Canal was controlled by the Chinese, of which yet initially it was constructed by the USA. Then it was later given freely after the Panama getting its independence. So it was the like of Greenland is not the first country that, but USA wants now control over, let me say, the northern hemisphere of the West. They want total control, not involving the Russians, involving the Chinese. So they want total control,
basically, it's all
economical and
about
political.
control.
Yeah.
All right. So another thing, now we have to come back to the things that really affect us as Africans. We're going to talk about neo-colonialism, because right now, as we're seeing things, whatever is happening, there is a way. You know these guys that colonized us. Right now, we can't run to them because they have a lot on their tables. We can't run to the US because it actually failed to settle the oil in Gaza. It is facing the whatever is going on with it and Russia, China.
But you can still run to them when you want something.
You run to them, but are they going to help? So that, and by the way, I'd forgotten to highlight that US pulled out from around 31 what?
Like organizations,
Organizations,
international
yeah.
organizations.
Yeah.
You can imagine how many people have lost jobs, and most of the people that are affected are third world countries, of which the African countries. So I want us to talk about how we can become independent as Africa politically. I want us to talk about neo-colonialism. I'm going to give the definition of neo-colonialism so that we really discuss about it in detail. Then we shall say how it has led to the conflicts in Sudan, how it has led to the instabilities in, I want to call them instabilities. I know some of you might disagree, but there are instabilities in Uganda. There are instabilities in Uganda. I say it with an open mind. No, I say it with an open mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure that it is. There are instabilities, but according to what we see on internet. So, yeah, according to Google, neo-colonialism is the use of economic, political, and cultural pressure by powerful nations or corporations control less developed countries, of which majority are African. Yes. Yeah. So when you look at the whatever that was going on in Sudan,
yeah,
it is alleged that countries in the Middle East,
yeah,
Saudi Arabia to say,
no, UAE.
Yeah, UAE. It is partly the reason why there were massive killings in Sudan. I don't know what you guys have to say about that.
Yeah, so the massive killings in Sudan. Now, Sudan as a country, they have from history, there's been historical, traditional, and so these are people. For example, when you ask a Sudanese national, where do you live, he's really going to tell you that, hey, I live in Yemen, I live in Oman. Yeah, so these are people whom their history has been pictured by a lot of conflicts, and it's not the first time it is happening. So I have a feeling that these people should settle down and really dive into how because there's something the Prime Minister of India usually says, Shri Narendra Modi, he always says civilizational courage. This is whereby you sit down and really benchmark on certain countries who are doing stuff better than you. I don't really see Sudan's issue as something that they can control in their own hands. Rather, they can benchmark on other countries, how they control wars, how they control conflicts and stuff like that. So I really, my major point to them is because they have really, these people, when you look at their history from their independence, they've gone through a series of revolutions, revolts, and all that. So these people, they should, their leaders should be, because Sudan one day is going to be a country whereby it has no people. Because there people are flying out, people are going to Dubai, people are going to Qatar. Sudanese nationals they're just all over the place, and I just want their leaders to go back to the drawing board and see how they can see how other leaders do better things. But they also there's another stuff they don't want to listen. These Sudanese nationals don't want to listen. Yeah, but that's all I can say.
All right. So Raju.
For the part of neo-colonialism, it has not only been in Sudan. I think it started ever since the 1960s with the killing of Patrice Lumumba of DRC, that which involved mainly Belgium with other European countries and the US. So neo-colonialism has started ever since Africa itself was granted independence, the so-called independence.
So it started right away.
The so-called independence, though I don't believe that we are truly independent in each and every aspect. So they also interrupted in Libya in 2011. So it has been a big problem. But for the part of Sudan, the problem is that the two parties that are getting involved in the conflicts don't want to sit down on the table and talk about the matters. But at times I blame both sides, because you are killing your own people. Then after taking over power, whom are you going to rule? Though they should also sit with the ones who are giving aid, causing conflicts. Because I don't say that if one side was not given aid, the other side would win. But though there is constant aid, and maybe you never know, some other countries have interests in Sudan. Though we know they have also a big gold reserve worldwide. So
Yes, that's correct.
so it's going to be a hard thing. But the biggest thing is, as how my colleague said, that they should just sit on the table and agree on some matters.
All right. Yes. And from Sudan, when you go southwards, you go back to Uganda.
Go back to UG.
For sure, for sure. I don't want to talk about the politics in Uganda, but I'm from Uganda. I'm a Ugandan, and this one is Uganda. Basically, this man is a Ugandan because he spent more than 10 years in Uganda.
Yeah.
He had his education from Uganda. He is from Tanzania. But you're having elections. I don't know. Have we elected our leader?
Few days time.
Yeah, we should. So I want you guys to first agree with me. I believe that we have peace in Uganda.
Yes.
Yeah, there is peace.
Yes, there's peace.
There is peace
And
and
I
freedom.
believe-
What do you want to say?
Eh?
There is peace and freedom.
Yeah, there is peace and freedom.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that peace. Yeah, and according to me, I'm seeing progress in Uganda.
Yeah. Yeah, it's there.
I don't know if you guys are agreeing with me.
We're agreeing with you. It's
You
there.
agree with me?
Yeah, we agree.
It's okay to object,
No. Currently, we are agreeing. Yeah, there is progress in Uganda.
right? So, and I'm not saying that I'm supporting any political party, but I just want to call upon the whatever the leaders in Uganda for peace, for peace and stability in the way you run your politics. When someone disagrees with you politically, you don't have to use any power because we have appreciated the fact that we have no war.
Yeah.
But let your fellow opponents, like in politics, have the freedom. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, what do you guys have to say?
When
about
you're
that?
saying the freedom, I still remember some famous quote of Idi Amin that there is freedom of speech, but freedom of after speech can't guarantee it.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed.
Yeah, you can disagree politically, but how have you disagreed? That also matters. Personally, I don't agree in a political party having its own army.
Is there a political party that in Uganda usually is a political party?
They
with an army?
don't want to speak much, but there are some which they call themselves that they are people
No,
protecting
it's
some
okay.
political
It's
party.
okay. Open up.
The party of Bob Wine, they had it some
Just
people.
an army?
No, not army. Obviously, you can't have an army
Propaganda.
under leadership of Museveni. He's a general. He knows what. So you can't. But the so-called they are like guards and whatever. That's not. Then they are not being. They are not going into politics in agreeing and disagreeing. If it's agreeing and disagreeing, you can check the political status of India. If you are to agree and disagree politically, you sit podcasts in parliament. You agree and disagree. You can see the likes of UK.
Okay.
So, personally, I say that there is no problem with the political status of Uganda this current elections of 2026 compared to the last elections.
So yeah,
What do you have to say about
just as
about
you
it?
say. No, this gentleman is a Tanzanian. I don't know this guy.
The guy who follows up Uganda politics.
Yeah, I know he follows up, but then he's mixing up a lot of stuff. He's saying each and every political party has their own army.
No, I never said
Eh?
each and every political
He
party. I
said
said some.
There's a political party.
Which so-called... I never said it's an
Can you
army.
mention?
Can
And
you
you said
mention?
no.
It's, no, but it's not having like... It's trying
Oh.
to guard itself
Oh,
from something.
Oh,
Yet it's a political
those guys,
party.
they call them the foot soldiers.
Yeah,
Exactly. But then what I can say is now the political situation in our country really there's not as much peaceful election that we have had in a few years, like in a few moments back than this one here. We remember in the 2021 elections how there were a lot of chaos and all that. So this portrays to you when you show peace, you receive peace. You know, we are under a military regime whereby these people if you act, they retaliate. That's how the military. That's how they.
But I would like to correct you. You are not under the military regime. You are under a political regime that has been elected by the people themselves, not a military regime.
Okay, no
That-
problem.
that-
No problem. But you know the government in power came through a military.
But then you later elected it in 1995. So
No, but that doesn't. Just, it
So
doesn't erase the history. It doesn't erase the
but
history.
that justifies it not being
Okay, we're in a political regime. Yeah, all right, no problem. No problem. But then at the back of my mind, I know we're a military
Okay,
regime.
oh, no.
Yeah, so yeah, so
Anyways, with their political guys,
Yeah.
these guys, I don't know if they'll ever agree, but I want us to go to the next thing. You see, in Uganda,
all right, so we have agreed, right? There's peace in our country.
There is peace,
Yeah,
and
there is
freedom,
peace.
All right.
of which
Absolutely.
most African countries don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
should appreciate
So
that.
when you go to the next thing, it is very hard to find a clique, a group of people in Uganda, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10,
Yes.
without talking about politics.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been in India like for 2 years now.
Yeah.
I think it is very rare to find a group of Indians speaking about politics, talking about politics. Understand?
Yeah.
I want to believe that one of the reasons that we are not developing, maybe as Africans, is that we invest a lot of energy in talking about politics, which doesn't yield anything. Basically, if you're to rank the richest men in Uganda in the world, I'm not saying politicians won't be there, but a great deal is not politicians. Understand? They are businessmen. They're not politicians. They are tech guys.
You are right, but
You understand? So what am I coming to? What I'm saying is, how do you see that you young people that spend a lot of your energy in debating about politics, literally you haven't graduated. You're talking about politics. So because when I'm trying to copy something from the Indians, I want to copy something like these guys. They'll talk about business. You find them talking about stocks, understand, shares and stuff. So do you think it is really relevant for us to invest a lot of our energy as a young man who hasn't even gotten a job, you don't have a house, you don't even know where you're going to reside? Think about maybe going for member of parliament, going in for what? Do you think it really matters?
No, by the time you're not talking about politics, you're well off. But if you really know that there is something that you see, there's a gap, there are loopholes whereby you're seeing in the system. Yeah, you raise up and speak about it. Now, you talked about Indians. We are in Gujarat state. Yeah, these are businessmen. They have the richest men in India. Probably a good percentage of them come from here. Now, that just portrays a picture that these people are quite well off. They're enough. Now, you're not going to get them speaking about politics. Obviously, they're into business and all that. But then I'm pretty sure if you go to other parts of India, probably Delhi, Mumbai, you're going to be challenged.
Wouldn't you want to copy the traits of the rich men? You've just agreed with me.
Yes.
That the rich men,
Yeah.
the state with the rich guys,
yeah.
they don't spend a lot of time in politics.
So now-
don't you want to
Now, like,
be like them?
how can I copy the traits of the rich men yet I'm not rich?
Don't you want to be like them?
We want to be like them, but we
The
can't.
system,
So far, the system we have
the
is.
system. You
can't-
first correct the system.
First correct the
You
system,
first
then
correct
at
the
least we
system.
shall solve
But
the
you
other
see-
things.
Yeah.
But you see, there's a saying that fake it until you make it. Don't you believe in that?
I don't believe in faking until you make it.
Why?
I just believe in being yourself rather than faking things.
Because why am I saying so? Once I find someone talking about shares, talking about factors, hey, you know what? How can I reinvest this money? How can I do this? That is something that is developmental. Instead of finding a young man like Raju and Job talk about politics, they literally have no control over.
Okay, let me just first tell you about politics. Politics, it's not just affecting leadership and anything. Politics affects our day-to-day life. Everything that you do is affected by politics.
Right.
You going to school, it was also part of politics.
Yes.
So, Africans, most of the African countries are speaking about politics. Why? Because we already know what third world countries. India is, I can say, second world or first world. We don't know because just of recent was ranked as the fourth country with the largest GDP, so we don't know. But Africans, most of the youth are involved in politics because the system is wrong. We Indians, especially Gujaratis, find them speaking of the business because you do business and don't be affected by politics.
Yes.
But us in Africa, you may run a business of which is not affected by politics. We can see in Uganda what happened during the tea time. It was politics. So, politics runs our day-to-day life. Whether you want it or you don't want it, whether you give it a blind eye it will still affect you. So that's why most of Africans are involved in politics. You don't expect a rich man. Also, rich men can get involved in politics, like I've seen Elon Musk get involved in politics, but we don't expect Indians getting involved in politics, yet they are well off. As Africans, we need to get involved in politics. Maybe we may change. Though personally, I don't want to get involved in politics. I study politics because it runs my day-to-day life.
Okay. All right. Job, what's your take?
Yeah. So
Do you believe that as a young man, now let us take this case study of a one-man magazine, the guy of which words was he using? Of the political So people of that sort literally don't have a job.
Yes.
Don't have income. What are you doing in politics? Because they are here, politics, by the way. I mean, I'm talking about it because I'm seeing it as something that has made the youth become lazy. They don't want to work. They want to exchange ideas. You want to talk about something that you can't even put into action. Talk about change that you, for real, you can't bring to the table. Understand? So I want you to either agree or disagree with me. It is not right for a university student, basically someone who doesn't have a family.
Yes.
You don't have a home. You don't have stable income. You don't have investments.
Yes.
To think even about standing for any position in your country.
Yeah.
What I mean positions like the significant ones.
May I disagree?
So Job, what's your take?
Yeah,
Then
so-
I'll come to you.
Yes, I agree with that point because now you see in the high-end countries, right? These are countries whereby just to sniff into the Senate, for example, in America, just to sniff into that parliament there, you need to have certain qualifications. There are certain, first of all, there are certain looks whereby someone can just look at you, your wealth and all that, then this one qualifies to be a leader. So there are prerequisites whereby one person needs, and I think back home, one challenge is the leaders who are in power have portrayed a bad picture about their leadership. So I'm agreeing with your point, and I don't really find it reliable that people, young people, someone has just completed university is already contesting for the youth MP for the presidency. That just shows you the picture that the leaders in power have portrayed. Because I spoke about how the other countries do their stuff. Just for you to go into certain leadership positions, you need to first of all be probably an intense businessman. You need to be having certain assets already in place.
Should have done something.
Yes, something which is very tangible. You need to have impacted lives. Yeah, you cannot just step out of college there, then you just step into the council hall. So that's just how bad the leaders in power have destroyed the image. But however, all these things can be changed. How? Now you see, for us who are right here, we are studying in university. There are certain ideas that we exchange here and there that is very helpful. That is very helpful. Like people in leadership positions. Yeah, there are certain. Let us carry that same fire, then we burn with it. Like let us go with that same momentum. We go and get experience. Yeah, like you go step by step. Yeah, from here you don't just go straight to member of parliament. Yeah, you should first go to your local council.
But
I agree with you. Right? I agree. I was just going to explain. Yes.
Then that's Kawa. Yeah. So, Mr. Raju, I know you disagree with me, so I want to listen to you.
I disagreed because of the first. I agreed on some point, but the biggest part I disagreed with it. I don't expect a university student going to contest for presidency. That is something I disagree with. But for getting involved in politics, I agree in many aspects. Because as I say that other countries, you find a person is a businessman, so that thing I don't agree with it, because politics is not about being business, being this. Because there are people who are quiet and have ruled effectively. Right. They were not that big people, they did big businesses, So a university student getting contesting for youth MP, I have no problem with it. I totally have no problem with it.
You're talking about, let me paint a picture of the contestant.
Yeah.
The contestant, basically, he's still sleeping at the father's house.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's driving the car bought by the father.
Which house? I mean, which car?
Okay, has no car. So.
Actually has no car.
Yes.
Because the father actually doesn't support the contestant.
He's asking the mother for money for posters, to print posters.
You're talking about the man who's still asking the mother or the father for money to buy clothes.
Yes.
But you want that person to contest for.
You want that person to go and represent
First
people.
of all, yeah, let me give a post like youth MP, because you can't come out of the blue and go for such a post unless you want to go and contest for LC1 chairperson. There you can be depending on your mom's house, in your dad's house and everything. But youth MP, I can give an example. There are people who have come out from such posts and have been leaders and good leaders. In Uganda, the MP of Mbarara City South, yeah, he was the youth MP, became the MP of Mbarara City South.
What's his name?
At what age?
He's a youth, though I've just forgotten his name. He's still a youth, and he's an MP, and in fact he has been given many positions in the parliament in those. So I think I can go
I
them
think he's talking about Mwine Mpaka, right?
exactly, Mwine Mpaka.
He's in NRM.
He's in NRM, obviously.
Stop there.
So no. Let's first go to the what. Why I'm saying that youth must get involved in politics, because you can't come.
No. My problem is not with the youth.
Even if it's
My problem is with the okay.
as
Actually,
even if it's a student.
you see, a youth can be of 30 years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
A youth of 30 years
Yeah,
old.
there's a limit.
You can be an example to a youth of 20.
Yeah.
But a youth of 20 basically hasn't seen anything in life. How can you be an example to a youth of 25, 27? What I'm talking about as an example, the bare minimum is you should be an example. You should have made something as a youth to qualify.
To qualify, let me just give a simple. The Crown Prince of Morocco. How old is he?
He's 19.
19.
No,
What-
sorry, it's 21. It's 21.
What has he done as a youth to qualify?
No, this
and-
is not
That
about
is-
hierarchy.
no,
this
no.
is hierarchy.
It's not about hierarchy.
The
It's
type
not-
of leadership here is different.
Yeah, it's
That
different.
one is not.
We are talking about political
that one-
leadership.
That
So-
one it is
so-
by.
What-
Like this is a monarchy you're talking
What I'm
about.
trying to say,
Yeah.
there this president of Madagascar, then the former president of Madagascar, he also entered into leadership. He was in music before. So try to figure out what I'm saying, that you staying in your father's house doesn't stop you from getting involved in politics. Doesn't stop you. You can go for it.
All right. So the discussion is open for you guys in the comment section.
Drop in the comment section.
Because for me, I'm totally disagreed with Mr. Netanyahu.
Obviously, politics you
Yeah,
agree to disagree.
Disagree.
Yeah.
And let us know. Otherwise, we're going into the last part of the episode. We're going in for the truth and lie. Yeah. And here, people get to tell us 3 facts. Okay, 3 would-be facts. 2 are real and 1 is a lie. And I'm going to start from Job. I'll go to Raju, then I'll be the last. Yeah. So Job,
Yes.
tell us your 2 truths and a lie.
Okay. Yeah. The first one is everyone is born with equal opportunities. The second one is chess started from Egypt. Then the third fact is football. The football World Cup started in Uruguay. Yes.
Let's come again.
Okay, well, everyone is born. The first one is everyone is born with equal opportunities. Yeah. Then the second one, I also talked about the football was started in Uruguay, right? Then
Chess started in Egypt.
yeah, chess started in Egypt.
The first one is a lie.
The first one also, it's a lie. Yeah, we're not born with equal opportunity.
Yeah.
That one is obvious.
That's so obvious.
Raju.
Mine is
But you guys are right. Yeah, I want to give it against the answer. All right, what?
mine will be much of political, because we are having a political discussion. The first one is that George Washington was the first president of the United States. Tanzania got independence in 1964, and Thailand was first colonized by the French, then later by the British.
Second one is a lie. Tanzania wasn't in, didn't get his independence in 1964, so that's a lie.
I just want to agree with this man.
I want you to first understand that the last one was a lie, not the first, not the second one. Tanzania came into existence in 1964. The first one was Tanganyika in 1961.
No, you asked where.
Listen, because that one say total independence.
Yeah.
We agreed. Because its total independence to be recognized by the world
That's what you asked.
Yeah, but it was not in 1964. But Tanzania never existed before 1964. It never existed. It was Tanganyika and Zanzibar. So that's but Thailand was not colonized by any power.
So which is the lie?
The last one was a lie. Thailand wasn't colonized by French, then later by the British.
Okay. We'll see in the comments.
It was true.
Yeah,
so my first statement is okay. In early 2026, President Trump officially revived his territorial ambitions to acquire Greenland for the United States. That is the first one. Second one, Democrats currently hold a majority in the US House of Representatives, holding a landslide victory in the 2025 off-year election.
2025?
2025 off-year elections. So the last one, the first South Asian and the first Muslim mayor of New York City, Zohran Mamdani, was sworn into office in January 2026.
The second one is a lie.
The second one?
Yeah, the second one.
First one was a lie.
The first
No,
one?
repeat the first one.
The first one says,
Yes.
in early 2026,
Yes.
President Trump officially revived his territorial ambitions.
Revived.
Yeah, to acquire Greenland for the United States.
But the second one is a
Second
lie.
one is a lie.
Is a lie.
Second is a lie.
So
Yeah,
So Mamdani was sworn into office.
Yeah.
on the 1st of January.
1st of January 2026.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a politician. Yeah.
You're also a politician.
So yeah, that has been the episode about politics. To be coming again day in, day out. Yeah, with these two great politicians. Yeah, subscribe, follow, comment. Yeah, see you next time.